What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Misfit Effect, and of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, spectacular, very energetic co-host, the lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
Well, I'm energetic today. I'm not always energetic, but I do like to be fun and bubbly. And I actually think that our special guest for today is going to be extra bubbly.
Thank you. Hello. I am quite a bubbly person. I feel like you can see it on my face, so I like the
So,
energy today.
so for everybody who's had the misfortune of not knowing who are you?
I am Maisey Monroe. I am Canadian and I'm a performer.
So I don't know if we've had a Canadian performer, or at least I have not had a Canadian performer as a special guest. So thank you for gracing me with your presence. Um, Tell me a little bit more about yourself as a performer.
Of course. I think that I am a pretty personable performer. I like to come on set and really like make friends with everyone that's there. Directors, photographers, obviously the performers that I'm performing with, but just try to make everybody have a good day. It makes me feel really good and comfortable to be there. I know that shooting is really stressful for everyone, not just performers. So I really like to do that and just be kind and show up with really good energy and keep it going throughout the whole scene. I feel like that's something that's super important to me is just keeping that energy match the whole time and getting through it because we're all just here to make a really good scene and a really good production in the end and we all want it to turn out okay. So I think I would say I'm a really good person to be on set with in terms of personability and kindness and like you said being bubbly.
Okay,
What kind of scenes have you filmed already?
I have filmed boy girl and I've filmed my own girl girl, but I have not been hired yet for girl girl, something I really want to do. I love women, so if anyone is out there and knows of some girl studios that wants a blonde Canadian, I would love to be picked for a girl girl. I know they don't shoot often, but
without
those are the
without
only.
without saying your location, are you in California?
No,
Okay,
not currently.
okay.
But I do travel there a lot, yes.
Because I can make a phone call for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know a lot of studios like to hear when girls love girls and
Hmm.
then get in a girl girl instead of just being booked. And a lot of straight women are booked for those, and they do great. I mean, performance is performance, right? So, but I love women, so for me, it's exciting.
I mean,
Um,
I get it, but it's just like, you could tell when someone doesn't like it because they're like pretending that they're
apprehensive.
trying, like we're pretending like they're eating a lemon, and it's like they don't really want to be there, and it's like this is like if I can notice this, everybody else is going to notice this, you know. So you got to pretend at least you like to lick a coochie or something. And it's just like
I
they're
agree.
allergic to it. Like the coochie has like kryptonite in it, and they Supergirl. So
I definitely agree. I have worked with women on set for a group VR. It was a boy, girl, and all of the girls there loved performing with women, so it was one of my favorite scenes I've ever done, and that was for Wanks VR. And for me, I think VR is also really fun. I know a lot of people either hate it or love it. And it's something that I super love. I love interacting with the camera and getting really personable, really, in the scene. So,
okay, I do want to say this really quick. This is off like I just poked myself in the eye. Um, so I met you at X3, and was that your
yes.
first convention in general? And have you been to any more since then?
Did you meet me at the one in January?
Yeah.
Okay. That one was actually not my first convention that I attended as a performer. I think it was my second, but it was my third that I attended ever. I did attend one in I think it was actually last year, April in Chicago, the first Expo of the
Exotica.
year.
Okay.
Yes, Exotica, thank you.
Right.
And that's the first one I went to. I wasn't a performer yet. Went to check it out. But my very first one was New Jersey Exotica last year
I think she was there.
Yeah, I
as a
was
performer.
definitely there. Sadly, we didn't meet, but like there was thousands, thousands of people there. So it's like
Yes.
I
I'm
think we
finna,
just missed each other, you
I'm
know?
finna say she already forgot about me. She said, we made in January? She forgot about me already.
No, I've been to so many. I thought I met you at AVN's actually because I was there. At,
I have not been to an AVN in my life.
oh my goodness.
And I say this, and I say it a lot because like I'm not getting paid to be there. Like I'm not a performer,
Mhm.
you know. So I mean, I do this podcast and other stuff like that, but it's not like I'm getting paid to be there. So it's kind of like it's not profitable for me to
Yeah.
spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars and not make a dollar.
Yeah, and travel. It's a lot.
So expensive to go, you know?
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm coming up on that for XBiz Miami. That's happening in May. I know it would have already been passed by now when this comes out, but Mi- Miami stuff is so expensive, so I get it. I haven't been to one since then.
Right?
I
I feel like we have to like save up for these events, you know? And people have the misconception that just because we do porn and it's such a lucrative business that
Y'all are
we're getting
ballers.
rich quick and we ball in like
Yeah, we
at
don't
the smoke shop,
don't play me. I know both of y'all are worth a cool meal right now. Don't
right?
try don't try to play it soft. I seen both of y'all. Both of y'all worth $1 million right now.
Thank
Aw.
you. At the smoke shop, the guy like when he recognized me, he was like, "Oh, so you're a millionaire, right?" And I was like, "What?" Like, sadly, no,
Yeah,
but I'll get there.
common misconception for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is
No.
actually like slow and steady wins the race.
I agree. I love when I meet performers and people in the industry, even that aren't performing, that love to be here.
Mhm.
Because this is what we need. We need people that love to be here because that's who will get you through the hard days and hard sets and
Absolutely. And that's why I always tell people like, if you're feeling down, if you feel like burnt out, then take a step back, take that time for yourself. And then when you feel that energy and when you're ready to come back, you know, hop into it and be that happy, personable person again, you know?
yes, I love it. Absolutely. I agree.
So since you said you are about like not even well, yes and no to a year because you say you did a scene in Canada and
Yes.
but your first USA scene is in you said August.
Yeah.
August of 2024.
So in that time, what do you feel you have learned the most like since you joined the industry?
Sorry, can you repeat that? What have I?
What do you feel has been the most important thing you've learned since you joined the industry?
Okay. The most important thing I've learned, I would say I have a really good team on my side and manager on my side and good agents and good friends around me. I would say one of the most important things is having those people around you that know when to tell you either maybe something isn't going how it should be
Yep.
or that you're doing great. And I think that having that team and learning that it's not just me in on this, it's a team of people just really creating the brand is like a really good thing to know. I didn't know that before, and I don't think I would have made it this far without having a team around me. And thank God I do now because it's nice to bounce ideas off people and it's nice to know when you're doing something good for your brand or not. And I think, yeah, that's the most important thing I learned is just having people around you that support you and want to see you succeed.
Well, I want to tell you this. I want to see you succeed the most. Is you because I'm gonna tell you, I met her at X3, y'all, and like I'm just going like I was a photographer, so I'm just going around bouncing off everybody, and she has such a great personality. Like I was like, oh my gosh, she is so sweet. So
Aw,
yeah, I do want to see you do the best ever, and you're with Fox Modeling, and I'm
Thank you.
glad I'm glad they're over there treating you great, and you're getting things together.
Hmm.
So my question is this: like we always ask everybody, who's your top five? Who's your top five performers that you haven't worked with that you want to work with?
That I haven't and I want to.
Yeah,
Okay. So this is a
and I'm gonna
tough
say this.
question.
And I'm gonna say this. It could be male, female, TS, or however they identify themselves.
Okay. Okay, this is like a really loaded question for me because obviously I have so many idols and people I look up to and people I really want to perform with, and just meet in general as well. I would say a couple of my number ones are probably male. I would say Ricky Johnson, really want to work with him. Jason Love, I feel like I really want to work with him. He's also a big star. I'm trying to think of a female to mention first. A dream, a dream would be Mia Malkova, but if anyone could get a collab with her, that would be just exciting. And you said five, so I'm trying to pick two more because there's so many that
No,
that I
take your
love.
time. I'm gonna tell you this. This whole thing is about you. You could lush and love over anybody. We'll just cheer you on.
mhm,
Okay, okay. Hmm. There's so many that I love. I don't want to not mention someone and then go back later and feel like I
I
should have
mean, I
mentioned
mean, I
someone.
mean, you can name more than five if you want to. I'll just say 10, 5 as a stepping stool.
mhm.
Okay, okay. So Ricky, Jason, Mia, for some starters. Seth Gamble, would love to work with him. Yeah, he has so many good things out, especially with his own company and everything. And I'm trying to think of some women. I'd love to work with Octavia Red. I have met her in person, but I'd love to work with her. I think she would be a really good person to do a girl girl with.
Mhm.
And oh, I just can't think right now.
Yeah, it's like I think as soon as someone puts somebody on the spot, it's like, oh my God, I done forgot everybody in the world's name.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I have so many in my head, but I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, I have no idea right now.
I get
So
that way.
since you
Yeah.
said you haven't dated a girl yet, what is your favorite type of scene to shoot in general?
I would say I haven't it's so funny because I haven't done it yet, but I think it would be girl girl. I think that would be my favorite.
Is it a specific type of girl scene, or is it just how can I say this in the word I'm trying to say it? Um, is it just girl with no extra incentives, or girl with toys, girl machine, girl um kink style, or girl kink style? You know, it's two different things. Kink as for the website, and kink as far as kinking things and stuff.
A
I
little
would
BDSM action, you know?
I think so. My favorite one so far is the boy, girl one that I did
VR.
already. I think something like that in VR, something like that mixed with like lesbian orgy VR would be like a dream favorite. I feel like there's a lot going on in orgies and in VR. You could watch that scene over and over and see a different thing every time. I think that's really cool. That would be probably my dream favorite. And I've already had the experience with the boy, girl. So I think doing it again, something like that, would blow my socks off.
I think I got traumatized via a VR thingy once because, and I'm gonna say it like this. I have a lot of house guests come in like my home, and this time in particular, it was during X3. And I was a photographer. Someone had me put the headset on, and they didn't tell me who video was playing. And the thing is, the video was of the girl who was staying at my house that day, and it was like I wasn't ready to. randomly see that person come over here and pretend like she was trying to suck my dick, and it was like, oh yeah, I don't want to watch this now. Um,
You won't look at her the same, huh?
oh no, it's like I've seen a lot. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do like I record porn, but it's just like I wasn't prepared to turn on a VR and the first thing I see in the my first experience is this individual.
I get
Oh
that.
my goodness. Yeah, it would catch me off guard too, and I watch all kinds of porn. It would definitely catch me off guard.
And
So
funny enough, I haven't actually watched any VR porn. I've filmed over a dozen, but I haven't watched any of my VR scenes and I haven't watched others. But just because, like, within 5 minutes of me putting on that VR headset, like, I get really dizzy. But, like, I love the idea of watching VR stuff, feeling in the moment. It's like so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
It's so cool. They have the audio and everything.
I have a side question, and this is gonna be a few months old now, so just in case you do go back, how was are you doing more things with Naked News, or is it was just that one off, or
Yes, actually, I was just there on Tuesday of last week, so it'll be long out by the time this is out. But I have done quite a few segments with Naked News now,
okay?
and I think I'll continue to as well. They're really good family over there as well, and I
Because I
think it's really
know
cool.
if I remember correct, they are in Canada, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
in Canada. Yeah, they travel a lot though. You'll see them all over. They'll pop up at different conventions and stuff. They're really good at that.
I used to watch them a lot more back in the day, but now I just watch here and there people like post their segments,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I'm like, because it's like it's real new, it's real information. It's not
Yeah.
just I'm just making up a story and showing you my titties. You know, I just love the aspect. Side note though, this is going more personal. So what do you do for fun? What's a fun day in your life?
Good question. Well, this is one of the things for fun. I'm really personable on social media and podcasting and live streaming and stuff. So this is one of them. A little bit different because I obviously don't have my own podcast, but I love to be on camera. So anything like live streaming, Snapchatting, Instagram, I feel like that's always some part of my day, vlogging what I'm doing or whatever. But for the most part, like I just get up, get ready, do my makeup and getting dressed. That's a really fun part for me as a girl that likes to dress up and stuff. And I go to the gym a lot and do hiking or walking or running or biking and go to trails and stuff. So I really like nature and being outside and being active. It's also a really fun part of my summer is getting outside because it's all we really can do in Canada. And winter is terrible here, so we try to savor that. But what else do I do? I think it just depends if I'm in Canada or I'm in the States. I feel like if I'm in the States, I'm touring and traveling and sightseeing a lot. So
Mhm.
experience for me is like the most fun. I love to just do things and go to the zoo or like go to this museum or library and find something to do.
Yeah, it's too cold up there for me to be happy. Like I don't
Mhm.
like I grew up in the snow, so I try to avoid it like it's the plague. Like I don't miss the snow.
Yeah, it's very snowy. While I was in California in what month was it? It was in April and March. It was very hot there in California. And in Canada, it was just snowing, ice storm, snow everywhere, and I just felt so bad.
Same. So I am originally from Texas. So I did not like see snow basically until how old was I? Like 15 basically.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
was even it was not even enough to actually like cover the grass all the way.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
I made the like the dingiest snowman ever. You know, it was like mud and snow.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, but I was like, yeah, no, it's too cold out here in the world.
Oh,
Like,
that's hilarious. I've heard a lot of people say they've never seen snow or never got to play in snow, like real snow. And
yeah.
it's wild. I think that there's a lot of like fake snow places where you can ski and stuff, but it's never the same as a huge pile of snow that you can just jump in and
Yeah,
Crazy.
I used to go sledding when I was a kid. Then I realized this stuff is cold.
yeah, I'm so used to it now.
I mean, yeah, you like y'all winters compared to my little winter in Indiana, it's nothing. 'Cause y'all hit like negative.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
Celsius, so for me it's so hard for me to say like I'll say like oh we hit -30, but you it's so different for Fahrenheit.
that's 2 degrees. I think
2 degrees. So everybody that's Fahrenheit listening, two
Fahrenheit.
degrees.
I
Oh,
think that's
that's
right. 'Cause
cool.
it's 32 degrees difference, right?
I think so. I think when it's freezing here, it's like 30 degrees for you guys. Like when it's zero, like just hit frozen, I think it's
Yeah.
like 33 or something. So I think you're
That's
right. It's pretty cold.
Yep, it's 32 degrees when it freezes over here. So,
see, yeah, see, I pay attention in class sometimes, a little bit. So learn
Yeah.
something.
when it comes to that, I am not good at like temperatures like Celsius and Fahrenheit. I cannot do that, but I could do other math. I could do Pythagorean theorem, stuff like that, but no, I cannot like I don't
I
know.
wish I could remember all of that stuff from math class. Now I have to relearn Fahrenheit and Celsius conversion. I have to like think of it on the spot. And also the time difference. I know time zones is quite different for a lot of people. You guys are a different time zone than me, so it's the correlation is it's there, but I'm trying to the coordination. Sorry.
I think it's still PST, MST, PS,
CST and then
PST,
EST.
EST, CST, and MST.
Yeah.
I just Google. I
Mind
just use
you,
Google.
I have a map that I think I got from the dollar store. And I literally just have it up. And whenever someone tells me about, like, oh, it's this time, and I look, I'm like, math. Okay, okay, I got it. You know, but it's like, it's really hard to kind of remember, like, mind you, which states are in what time zones and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know when I was traveling through like Arizona and California and Vegas and like I was there's this triangle and I think that there's some kind of time difference in there. And I had no idea and I was getting lost in there.
No, I always be lost in the sauce when it comes to time zones.
Yeah,
Over time, I have kind of figured it out and everything, but I feel like time zones, and mind you, geography was my worst subject.
me.
Right? It was my worst
Me.
subject. So I was like, yeah, anything geography, I won't even pretend like I know.
Yeah, me too. I just say I'm uneducated. I have no idea. I don't know.
So I'm gonna answer. Dang, my mind just went completely blank. I had a question in my head. I was
No,
about to say it, and you know what? It went away. That's
it'll
what
come.
happens. That's what happens when you get old.
I
Oh, here it
forget
is.
too.
Here it is. Here it is.
I'm not field.
So, in your time so far, what do you think is the funniest thing that has happened to you on set?
Ooh, funniest?
Yeah.
Let me think. Let me think. When you say that, I just think of all these funny stories that other people tell me, and I have to like rein it back.
Like, make sure, like, oh, I wasn't there. They might over exaggerate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Thinking, oh, that's not my story. Let me think about something funny. Hmm.
Or crazy, I
Or
guess.
crazy? Yeah. I'm trying to think. Right off the bat, there's nothing that sticks out, but I've had some really, really good scenes so far. No complaints
Hmm.
on my end, which is amazing. Um, I'm trying to think of something really funny. Oh, maybe this is something I can share. Maybe. So, it was on set with another girl, and I think that, like, we were someone was getting fucked or something and sucked, and then um sometimes you pull out and there's like a queef. So then we're all laughing, we're like, oh my gosh, this is like, I don't know, just a girly thing. We're like, oh sorry. But the girl was like, no, 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 I want to show you something. I can queef on demand. And she could like suck in air and then like just queef on demand. And I've never seen that before, but we could not stop laughing. So it didn't happen to me, but it was really funny on set.
See, she can probably, because I've seen this before, like not in person, but basically where they hold up the joint to the pussy and like basically the pussy will kind of like
Smoke
suck
it.
it in and then like kind of queef out the smoke.
What?
Yeah, I've seen it on like I forgot where, but I think it was on Twitter.
I've seen it
And
before.
yes,
I'm going
Make
to so Google this after.
yeah,
yeah, I
make
think she
your
could probably do that then.
Oh my God, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna say you should try this. I don't even know
yeah
if she smokes.
make well. I mean, like, well, it wouldn't be her smoking. It'd be her
Her
Her,
pussy
her
smoke.
pussy.
pussy smoking. So her pussy would be high as heck, and she's walking around
Yeah.
like
I mean, I feel like you still absorb it, right?
I don't know.
Because
Is
like
it
I've known, like I don't haven't known actual people do it, but like where they like soak the tampon in alcohol and stick it up there so they can get drunk right away.
What? Oh
That
my
can be
God.
pretty dangerous. I do not
Yeah.
recommend
Don't
this.
don't
Like,
try this at home.
yeah, it
yeah,
goes
but
straight into the bloodstream and like there's no filtration, you
Oh my
know.
goodness.
So it's I've heard it's very
you're
dangerous,
telling her all
but
these crazy stories. You know she young. You know she young.
Don't do
young and
that. Don't
impressionable.
worry.
Please don't do it.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no, no. I'm joking because like it's an eye opening an eye opening experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's been I've heard like stories of lots of people putting things up there. Crazy things.
I
Yep,
mean,
exactly.
I've seen like in person. I've seen a lot of fruit. I've seen like a core bottle. I've seen
Okay.
a lot of things that should a lot of other things that shouldn't go up inside of somebody.
Yeah, some random insertions, that's for sure.
Yes.
Hmm.
So Maisie, where do you see like what do you want to accomplish in the next 5 years? So by 2030, let's say April. By the way, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah, April Fool's Day, 2030. Where do you see yourself?
I would say April Fools, hopefully I'm pranking somebody fun, but um in my 5-year plan is definitely moving to the States, probably California. I would also be cool with Las Vegas. I love it there. But that's like something that is a big, big accomplishment. If I can achieve that, then I'm so happy. Moving to the States for sure. I would love to either have worked with all of the companies that are on my list now that I want to work with. I've almost hit them all. So continuing to work with all of those companies and people that I want to work with and trying to be really just a friend to everyone in the industry. I'm still getting to know a lot of people, and a lot of people are just getting to know who I am. So having that would be a really good accomplishment as well. Just having more friends and people to talk to. Like I said, that team that just builds you up. And I think it would be really cool to maybe work behind the scenes on different things in the industry in terms of like production and writing and stuff like that. Obviously, I have no idea right now, but it's something I'm definitely interested in because I did go to film school. So for me, all around is just film is my whole life. It's just not just porn, but acting and other things. So if I can make it in Hollywood films in that way as well, that would really, really interest me.
I have a
That would be
question. I have a
awesome.
question, and this is always a debate. Do you prefer like Gonzo type scenes, or do you prefer storyline?
That's a good question. I much more prefer scripts and storylines. I think that that's kind of where my brand focuses on and where my interests are as well. It's just something that aligns with obviously my training in film and acting, and storyline to me is something that's super, I think, intelligent in porn. It's really a good idea to have a storyline that will match someone's like kink or fantasy or something that they like, instead of just Gonzo is amazing. There's amazing Gonzo out there, but a lot of people love it right now. But I feel like there's just some part that we're missing, and that's just like Hollywood porn. And I really want to create something like that, something like a TV show you would binge and watch, but there's a little bit of porn in it for the people that like it. So,
What is your favorite type of script to see?
like scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
think it
sorry.
out. Let me think it out. I'm a little bit biased because this is one I did already. So I really, really love it and I want to do more like it. But it was a Disney parody, and I was playing Cinderella, and there was the Prince Charming and what she really did at midnight. And it was just so fun. I love parodies. I think that that's a really, really fun play on something we all kind of know already, but
Hmm.
it's just super spiced up. I think that that's super fun, and the scripts are like bang on with those because there's already that storyline there.
You know what? You
I
just put
love
I
that. I want to watch it now.
you just put an idea in my head, and I think it needs to be done right away.
What is it?
Um, so like you said, you Cinderella, and you could think of like X amount of porn female performers, and like they're in a room just complaining about their villain of their story. So like Cinderella's in there and she's upset with her boo.
Mhm.
But she's saying, yeah, I had to deal with this wicked stepmother and I'm around all these dang old rats. And I like and you know her complaining about that. You know, like Snow White. I like you're complaining. I bit an apple and I had a stranger come kiss me and I ended up with him because of that. You know, just have them all complaining and then something whatever into whatever, and then it's an all girl thing. So like all of the girls who are like Jasmine, like you, like I had this street rat up here lie to me, and like he kept lying. He had a genie, and this genie, technically the genie never gave Aladdin any wishes. I just want to put it out there. Genie never gave Aladdin any wishes. Think about it. Think about it. You've seen Aladdin, right? I'm sorry to jump off subject. Uh,
Mhm.
the three wishes he said, make me a prince. He didn't say make me look like a prince. And then the whole movie, he's like, tell her the truth. The truth is, he should have been a prince. Not, that's the truth. But no. And then his second wish, he never got. He said, well, I saved your life. That was your wish. He never wished that. And then the third one, he wished the genie free. He didn't get no wishes. I'm just pointing it out there. Anyway,
But at the end, his wishes came true regardless. Like
no,
he
no,
made his wishes come true,
no.
you know?
His wish was his wish could have came true if he could have married the princess, and he like and the fact that Sutton got rid of that rule in the first movie, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I'm very critical, and I love this, and you can see I love Disney movies. So,
Me
but yeah,
too.
what is your favorite? Hush,
My,
Sarah.
you go.
No, I was saying Sarah to hush because she was gonna interject hers.
All right, go. My favorite one.
What's your favorite?
My
Maisie?
favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would say Cinderella,
Okay.
or Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
those.
hers is Little and Stitch, and it's an obsession.
Wait, I also love Lilo and Stitch. Like my car keys aren't in here right now, but I have a keychain that's just it's just a little Stitch with like flowers and stuff on my keychain.
I want a Stitch keychain.
Yeah.
That's you being honestly like in my house right now. it's been infiltrated by Stitch lovers, and it's a whole bunch of Stitch stuff. I'm not the biggest Stitch fan, but they have Stitch stuff everywhere. I'm not the biggest Stitch. I told y'all that, but they have Stitch stuff.
Going to be the biggest Stitch fan.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Yeah, I know, and
Yeah,
like I've
he's
been
gonna
told
watch it with us.
I have to go watch it with them.
Mhm.
You know what I said? I've been told. It's like I have no choice in the matter.
No, he doesn't.
They will
He's the
drag me.
driver.
You're coming.
He's
Yeah,
coming.
I'm coming no matter what. Uh,
But still, I love Lilo and Stitch.
yeah.
Me
You
too.
know?
Me too. It's like one of those nostalgic classics as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And did
Oh
you
my
know
God,
Lilo
she had
actually,
made me feel old when she just said what she just said. Oh my God. She said nostalgia, old movies just
I
now.
mean, it is.
It is, but then I remember that she was born after 2002, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say my age right now, but
Should I say it? No, I'm kidding.
It's okay.
at least I'm not double her age. At least I'm not that old, but I'm close to that, and it's like I remember when Lilo and Stitch still had the commercials that this movie was coming out.
Aw, that's so cute.
Mind you, they had to rework Lilo and Stitch. Like in the original VHS, remember when the plane crashed? It technically crashed into a tower, like into like a large hotel building, but it got reworked because after obviously 9/11, they changed it so it just crashed into the mountains.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
she was born after 9/11,
Yeah, so
right? Am I right? You're like 2003?
I was born 2002, November.
Okay. Okay.
End of 2002, completely.
Okay. Yeah, see?
okay, so
We
yeah,
I
but
was I had graduated high school already by then.
mind you,
No,
I had the original VHS, so that's one of the reasons why I like vividly remember it.
Yeah.
But when they made like the DVD and then Blu-ray came out and stuff, it was definitely reworked.
Wow. I never knew that. No one has told me that. That is so cool. Wow.
Fun fact, you can definitely find it on YouTube actually.
Okay, I might actually have to show my sister. She might remember. She might
yeah,
remember.
and you know what? I asked her that question, and then I just realized she has a big old thingy right behind her that's from Cinderella. She probably doesn't even know it's there.
Oh,
Oh, the carriage.
yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little yes, it's right here. It's a Scentsy warmer and it's a Cinderella one. And sorry, let me just I've touched my screen. And it is so cute. It's this little carriage. I just had to have it. It's my favorite.
Get it? It's adorable.
Thank you. I also have those little Funko Pops, if you guys know what those are.
Yeah.
The little figures, I actually took them out of their boxes, but they're over on my dresser. And I want to get a Cinderella one, but I don't have one yet.
We'll find one for
No,
you.
y'all
We'll
see
find
everybody
one.
out there? Go
Mhm.
send like randomly send her some money so she can get that. So you know what? I know what you want. You
Right?
know.
Add it to your throne wish list.
I do have to do that. Yeah, I should do that more often.
Don't update your throne.
Yeah, I never do. I never do with like the outside things, where you can add it on Throne and people can like fund for it or buy it. I just
I'll be
I
honest.
should.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is just from someone who has purchased things for her friends for their birthdays and stuff. Most fans, they love knowing they're getting you something that is practical.
Hmm.
Because like yes they love to see you naked and to see all your body parts or see you in certain things. But a lot of them love knowing that, oh, I'm buying her this and it's gonna be used a lot or it's something that's gonna make her happy every time she looks at it. because some of them know, like, yes, if I buy her an underwear set or a lingerie set, she's only gonna wear that like two, three times, and then she's gonna send it off because some of them know you don't repeat outfits. So,
Hmm.
but you tell them like, hey, I want this. They be like, I can get that for her, and
Right.
then randomly, you be doing something like this, and it's randomly in the background. Like
Aw.
if a fan got you that
Yes.
M, it
I
let you that.
randomly got compression socks in the mail yesterday from fans. So
Oh.
it's like, because mind you, I was complaining about like when I fly a lot, how my like legs get swollen and how I've been wanting like some new cute socks and stuff like that. So I added it to my wish list last week, and yesterday it just randomly came in the mail, and I was like, yes.
Aw. So we have people listening all the time.
Absolutely. So like they love knowing that they are either bringing a smile to your face or they're making your life just a little bit easier.
Absolutely. I agree. I posted one time on my Snapchat, me walking through Winners, and there was this perfect suitcase. And
Hmm.
I just like kind of posted it, not thinking that anyone was gonna want to buy it for me, and was like, "Wow, this is the most perfect suitcase. It would be so cute." And I already had one. I wasn't gonna buy it, but the fan called me on Snapchat right away, and he's like, "Go get that suitcase. You need it." And he sent me the money for it right away. He was like, "I want you to have it." It was so cute. So now every time I travel, he that's what he does is he sees it in the background or he sees it in my videos and is always
Yeah,
happy to see me use it.
I know some a certain fan in particular, like he literally looks for stuff like that just to buy it for
Hmm.
his favorite performers. So I'm just saying, put it out there and say, I want this. And you said your birthday's in November, so this comes out in
Yeah.
June. So hopefully hopefully you already have it by then. You put it up there tomorrow, and then a fan gets it, and then like by the time this comes out, you're like, yeah, I got that for her. Yeah, I'm that
Yay!
I'm
Exactly.
that fan.
Mhm.
I'm gonna post it later.
Exactly. And mind you, those are the things where we see that they really hear us, you know. They're not
Mhm.
just watching us suck and fuck and this and that. They actually see us for who we are, you know, the human beings sometimes need a little help or need a little, what do you call it? A little morale boost, you know,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
absolutely.
Like our fans are amazing.
I love my fans. I have such a good community, and I'm so grateful because I've had some really loyal ones that have just stuck with me over the years. And, mhm.
Because
Well,
I actually, surprisingly, I just hit my 8-year anniversary of doing porn.
Congratulations!
Thank you. So I honestly had not known how many fans have stuck with me since the very beginning. And
Absolutely.
so at what, because there is some videos that I released and then went ahead and deleted afterwards because I was like, oh, that quality is so low or this, and that. And they'll bring up the screenshots and like, oh, look, this was the first video I had seen you in and this, and that. And I was like, I deleted that so long ago. And that's when I like times like that is when I really realized like our fans are really there for us, you know? They're really watching.
Absolutely. There's some that will go wherever you go in terms of like platforms and all types of things and just follow your journey to see you. And I love that.
Absolutely. Um, that brings me to a question. What is your, I guess, most memorable like fan experience? Either meeting someone in person that really stuck out to you or having someone message you something that really boosted your confidence, I'd say.
I would say in person there is it's two fans that come together, which is so cute, I think. but they come together and come to every single XBiz, Exotica, AVNs. They just started being a fan of me not too long ago. Obviously, I haven't been in it too long, but they are fans of people that I'm fans of outside of porn, like Sabrina Carpenter or Avril Lavigne, and they're really big stands of them too. So it was kind of cute because the one guy had come over and he's always so polite, very just super down to earth. Ask if he can have a picture, ask if his friend can have a picture, just super polite, which stood out to me in the beginning. But the fact that he came back every single time to see how I was every single day, always supporting me at
Mhm.
each event as well. And then we were at AVN's walking down the red carpet and he was there as well, just recording. And I thought that was so cute because I was like, oh my gosh, he came to every single one. He came to the red carpet. He was just like a dedicated fan. And it wasn't something that was bombarding. It was just really heartwarming to see that like he's seeing all these people that he really loves and
Yeah,
it was nice to
it
see
was
it.
genuine. It wasn't creepy.
Yes, it was very genuine. I loved that. And he still to this day will comment on my Twitter and say really nice things like you're beautiful instead of like I love your tits. But I love both
Yeah.
of the fans, but he's just a super also personable guy. And I think that was something that really stuck out to me was like there's always those fans that you see that they have interests that are the exact same as you, and it's kind of fun that we can like align on that. And yeah, I think that them together really made it like a little package deal. I thought it was so funny.
I think fans don't understand like those people stick out more than anybody else. It's like it's not even about always about, what they like how much they spend or whatever. Because some people
Correct.
they can spend tens of millions of dollars, but they could be a-holes to you the entire time, you know? And it's like, I'll do it, but I don't like you. But
Let me tell you a little a-hole moment I had at the XBiz that I saw and met you at in January. There was a fan who came up to my booth and wanted pictures signed, but he brought his own, which is totally fine. I know fans do that. And he had like a file folder full of all of these girls in the whole place, just pictures that he had printed out. And mind you, some of them are random and not my favorite, but who am I to say they're his favorite? So he pulls them out and he asked me, "Can you sign each one of these photos?" And mind you, there was like 25 to 40 photos. That was a big stack of printed
Mhm.
photos. And I said, I can, but I will have to charge you and I'll try to make a package. Like, let me talk to my manager and I'll do like a package for you. I don't have to charge you for each singular one, but it is going to take a lot of my time. It's 50 photos that I have to sign. And he got so mad and just started yelling at me and the people in the booth and was just like, you need to sign these photos. Like, I did this for you. And I'm just kind of
okay,
like, I just
I want to
exist
say
in this
this.
world.
These individuals who do that do it so they can sell them on Amazon or eBay and stuff
Yes.
like that. Like there are certain people like and because I do, stand like go to all these events, and there are certain people who I know who come to every event who have pictures and stuff. Like I've spoken to them. I have no issue with them. My
Mhm.
issue is if they and this is at the events, if they bombard people a little bit too much, or if they try to have people sign more than four pictures. Three I can get, whatever, because they'll say, "Oh, Maisey's gonna be at this event. Let me download all these random pictures, not even looking at them, and just say it could be the worst. Like I'm not gonna say the website, but it could be pictures off of that website, and people who know when I say that, what I'm talking about,
I think
and th-
I think I know which one.
and then like say, "Oh, here's all these pictures," and sign them, and it's like, pictures. But I was
Yeah.
like, but then like they don't want to pay for the time to take you to do that because who knows how many other individuals who are clamoring to see you, whatever, will miss out because of this fan. Well, this I don't want to call him a fan. This
Yeah.
individual. taking up your time. No,
Mm-hmm. I
so
agree.
those are a-holes, and I don't like
Yeah,
those
that
people.
was my a-hole moment. It was like the first time I felt so flattered at the beginning. So, oh my gosh, you have all these pictures of me. I'm so flattered, you know? And then it just turned bad. And
Yeah,
I just
because
was
like
like,
the majority of people like will look to see who's going to be on the roster, and who's going to be at the event, and they just download all their pictures.
yeah.
And because you're a year in, they try to go to those persons first because they feel that they can get all like less people will be at their table, and
Hmm.
they'll do that to be a-holes, and it's they'll I don't like those people. I really don't.
Yeah. I've
Like,
Yeah.
actually had a similar experience, but mind you, I was walking out of an award show, and mind you, they didn't even print out photos. They wanted me to sign a blank paper. And at first, I was like, just enjoying just being asked to do stuff. And I was starting to sign. I was like, wait a minute, there's no picture. And so I scratched it out. And then I was like, okay, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not signing anything. And then there was like three people that were basically trying to do the same thing. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys. If there's no picture of me, I'm not signing this, you know? And I started getting yelled at and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm gonna go find my Uber. Like, bye. But they were like cussing me out and everything. And I was like, you didn't even like respect me enough to at least like print out a photo. Like, not even one single photo of me. Like,
Yeah.
please do that, you know?
yeah, fans don't be a-holes, please. Be
Mm,
nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I say like so like as I said earlier, like those people like to be outside the events. There are three people in particular that I speak to all the time who listen to me when I say, stand here, don't, you know, do too much, and it's okay. Because there's other people who will yell at them and cuss them out and tell them to leave. But majority of those people only those three in particular only have those three pictures, and I'm okay with three because I feel that it doesn't take that long, whatever. But when they have like that many, as you said, like yeah, they just are really trying to take advantage of you, and I don't approve of that.
I agree.
Exactly. We love the good fans, you know. We love the ones that are actually kind guys,
Hmm.
So I
and the
do.
ones who are actually there for us, you know.
Speaking of fans, so we don't get angry. So you did say earlier you do a lot of stuff on your own, your OnlyFans and other places.
Hmm.
The
Yes.
what is the weirdest request you received on your OnlyFans?
Oh, okay. And mind you, I don't pass judgment or kink shame. If I say something's weird, I don't mean it's weird.
Okay, when
Oh,
I
but
like everybody out there, there is only a few weird things that I would consider weird out there, y'all. But everybody has to get enjoyment in their own way.
mhm,
As long as it's legal and you're not hurting
yes,
anybody,
yes.
go ahead
I
though.
think those are two important parts. Legal and you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So the weirdest
Unless you're a
I would
masochist, but I mean permanently hurting somebody.
there's sites for that though. There's sites for
Oh,
that.
I'm a masochist,
It
so
does
like
it.
I get it. So
I would say the weirdest that I've had was I had a personal request for fingering my belly button and like spitting down into my belly button and fingering it and moaning, and I think it was for me the weirdest because I couldn't see um like the pleasure in it for myself. I couldn't see how someone else would enjoy me doing it, so it was hard for me to get into that role, but it was fine. And I think another weird one I had was someone asked me to lick my armpits. So it's just more about body parts, and everyone kind of likes different things.
whenever I ask that question, my brain always goes to one that someone had told me, and this was off camera, but like, and I always found it weird. You know how you can, make the fart sound with your hand?
Yes.
Someone wanted somebody fully clothed, mind you. Like they like probably more covered what you're wearing right now. Just doing that for I think it was like was it 15, 20 minutes? And that's all they wanted. That's all literally all they wanted was and I'm like, I I don't get it, but okay. Like I'm glad you enjoy, but okay.
Yes.
That's one of the ones I just but as you said,
Yes.
licking. A lot of people love armpits.
A lot of people do. It's something that I didn't know before I was in the industry, and like being in the industry opened my eyes up to so much that like you can people really can like almost anything.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
like I even seen somebody talk about that someone wanted them to have sex with someone's armpit.
Oh yeah, basically just
Yeah,
have it like down
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
okay.
like that.
It just put like it's and I'm like, what does the I understand the girls not getting anything out of it. And like I don't know. Like I feel if I did that I'd get shaved. So at some point.
It's interesting sometimes what I see.
I will say though, it is fun exploring kinks, you know. It is fun exploring them, but there's certain things where we're not sure we're ready for that. I'll just leave it at that, you know?
Yes, there are some things that I am not ready for, but there's lots that I would
But
definitely explore.
what are your nose or your H nose or your HELL nose or
Hello, no.
So some big no's, some things I've actually said no to that have been offered to me, in customs or in studio work, which is kind of surprising. But I don't do any consensual, non-consensual. I just don't. I know there's a big market for it for people that do like that. I just don't do it.
okay.
It's a big no for me. Um, Things that are on the fence with a no is age play. I know there's a lot of like daddy talk, which I'm okay with. It's
Mhm.
usually not the whole storyline, but if it's something that's like I'm feeling super age play, it kind of just weirds me out. Like I can't perform that. So even if it's like someone else can do it, for me it's just I can't even perform it. And another no, let me think. I don't currently do anal, and that's kind of it's not even really like anything other to do than I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So maybe someday, but right now it's a no. So that's on my no list as well. And something where it's just a power play that feels like I probably wouldn't like that in real life. I had someone offer to do for me to be in a scene where I was a model showing up to their new model agency and I had to prove myself by having sex with the agent. And
Okay.
this was supposed to be a storyline script, and I just said, you know what? That's really uncomfortable. I feel like I would be really upset if that happened in real life, in situations that I actually am in. I actually go to agencies, I talk to these people. I think it would just make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I said no to that. Yeah.
I
See,
think
I
it's
get
important to
that.
know your nose because there's so many people that pressure girls, especially do anal,
Mm-hmm.
especially before they're ready to do anal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and I think people need to stop doing that. I'm not saying names, but y'all know who y'all are. So,
Yeah. I
just because
understand.
Maisy got a
Yeah.
nice booty don't mean you can enter the booty with it like by pressuring her. Leave her booty alone. You can touch it
Yes.
if you have consent to touch it, but don't try to stick nothing in there.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people do stick thumbs and stuff in there without asking. But
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I've had it one time where they kind of did like a fish hook and kind of like it felt
oh,
like something popped out of place, you know, because they like hooked it
oh,
wrong.
weird.
And it wasn't even an anal scene or anything. And I was like, whoa, first of all, like I didn't even ask you to put your finger in my butt or anything. You just kind of did it.
I ain't
Oh,
clean out, y'all.
Yeah, like sometimes that happens, but this was before the age of us doing the consensual talks.
Okay. Yeah.
Like not like, like some companies just didn't really go too deep into it. They're like, okay, what are your yeses, what are your nos? And like I'm like, well, no anal, but I didn't say, oh, no fingering my butt, which I feel like that should have counted with no anal. And
Agreed.
I realized like kind of have to be a little more specific sometimes.
I agree. I think that anything on the no list, when you say no anal, it's like no penetration. No
Exactly.
touching on the top either.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah.
don't touch my booty hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a big topic in porn that a lot of people are either they, like you said, get pressured into it and end up just, doing anal or doing it and don't like it. Or there's like
Mhm.
people who are diehard anal fans. And like mind you, I like anal in my life, but I feel like if I did it on camera for porn, I think I would be asked a lot for anal.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can definitely see that.
there's certain people who I know who mainly only do anal, and that's on them. But I also feel that there's a lot of people who will only get booked for anal, and they don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yes.
And I feel as soon as you do something with your booty hole, like it used to be very taboo, and you could make a lot of money off of blah blah. That's her first anal scene, and you can pay a lot of money for it. And now because it's oversaturated, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's true.
Mm.
I'm hoping if and when I decide to do anal and bring it in, maybe next year, maybe. Then that's when I'm hoping I can just, have a rebrand, like a debut of Maisie's first anal. I'm hoping, but like you said, it's so saturated.
I would say give it a couple of years, like build your brand to where you want it to be before you go ahead and push out to that.
Thank you. I agree.
Absolutely. Because
So
also by building your brand like that, you would have essentially a little bit more power on like
Yeah.
what you do or what you don't do?
And what company I'm booking my first anal or what the rates and all the little
Absolutely.
behind the scenes stuff.
Absolutely, because I will say they do try to negotiate the rates.
hmm I
Hmm.
feel like that happens a lot even to new performers, and that's like one of the big reasons why I say I'm so grateful for learning that having a team behind you is so important because I feel like if I was thrown into this when I wanted to be, which was like 18 or something or 19, I probably would have accepted everything, right? And just signed all those photos or took all those bookings and ones that weren't good for my brand or ones that were underpaid or just not reached out to the right people. And that's why I said learning that having a team is so important is the
Yeah.
biggest thing right now.
It's great to have someone advocate for you when you don't know and you're unexperienced on how to advocate for yourself.
Yeah, I like that. I saw that at AVN or maybe it was XBiz. It was in January. Probably XBiz. One of the panels someone had said if you don't have a manager and you know what you want but you're afraid to say it, make up your own manager and pretend that it's them talking and you're so and so's manager and then you can speak for yourself. I feel like that's a good tip too. Honestly, anybody, not even in the porn industry, is if you want to say something and you feel like you can't, you can always put on your own suit of that person.
That's great
true.
advice. I actually hadn't heard that before.
I hadn't either until this January, and I've given that advice to a couple people who were said that I know what I want, but I'm just afraid to ask for it. And I said, you know what? Just try this. Maybe it'll make you feel more comfortable in speaking your mind. And yeah, I
So
was like, it.
so side, this is one bit past already by now. Are you coming to XRCO?
Which one is it?
XRCO or
I don't.
any other upcoming award shows?
I have never heard of XRCO.
It's one of the big, I want to say the big four.
Hmm.
It's big.
Okay.
It's big. It's what they call the big four, which is AVN, XBiz, XRCO, and UrbanX.
Hmm.
It's one of the big
Okay.
four.
I've been to all of the other three except for XRCO. Well,
You're
thank
at
you.
wait a minute. You're at UrbanX
I was last year. I think it happened in September
August.
2025
Yeah,
You
it was in
were,
August.
or August. Yes, yeah.
and
So
I
I
did,
attended last
Okay.
year.
and I didn't meet you there.
I don't think so. I came in, just me and my manager, and honestly, it was for networking. So I that was the first night it was my first week in porn.
Oh,
was it the
yeah.
award show or was it the white party or the lingerie party?
It was the award show. The white party was, I think, the day before,
Mhm.
and again, like I didn't know anybody.
did you walk the carpet?
No, I just came. Oh, you know what? I did walk the carpet. I did.
Then we
Someone
definitely
just got me in there.
then we definitely met.
Really? I was in
I
like a
was
black dress.
I was working the door.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
had
you saw me.
I had to click break everybody's name down. Okay, came in.
Probably saw Maisey Monroe. That's probably why you're like, you know what? This is a little bit. She's familiar.
No, I like I and this is no because I was taking a lot of people. I have no memory of that at all.
You know what? I also had different hair. I had bleach blonde with bangs. It was
Mhm.
one of my favorite hairstyles. I love it, but I changed it up a little bit.
I might have to go back to pictures. I have no memory of that. They said you were there. I'm like, that's it. That's it. But I was literally working the door for.
All
Yeah, it was
three
my
of us
first week.
were there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I met a lot of people that week and in that month because it was my first month even in LA. And it's funny now who I meet and they said that they met me before and I just feel so like bad if I don't remember because there's so many people that I've met, but I'm trying to get into like meeting people and getting information that we can exchange that now I know who you are. I can see you online, I can follow you. I know who you are.
See,
Okay,
that's
well,
how I am. And mind you, I've also done this thing where if I follow them during an event, I'll screenshot it.
Ooh,
That way
okay.
you know what time and what time, what
Yes.
day you followed them, or like when you met, basically.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I like that a lot.
well, that's why I take pictures of cards and
Yeah, he does.
everything so I can remember because I'm not as young as I used to be.
I always lose those two though. I
Oh,
lose business cards.
Mhm.
I moved all my cards. I had them all in front of me. So I literally had your card in front of me until probably like a day or two ago when I just moved all the cards that I had. Like
Aw.
you gave me one. Because I keep them all together because I do want to contact everybody who gives me their card. Because I find it
Mhm.
very important because you took the time to print it off. The least I can do if I take one is to keep it and say, hey, I got it.
Thank you. I'm really good at keeping restaurant cards in my wallet. I will
Oh
say
my God, me too. Especially when it has to do with tacos. I
yes.
love me some tacos.
You know what? Now that you say it, let me tell you. The one that I continuously take every time I go there, it's this card from Mariachi Loco in Simi Valley, California. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's so good and they deserve all of the love. It's so yummy.
Love that.
I've never been that way.
I always stay outside of like downtown LA or Hollywood, and I've been to Simi Valley a few times now, and that's where I always end up going is the Mariachi Loco Mexican Grill. Just I love tacos.
Me
Yeah,
too.
she's obsessed with tacos. Like when they
Me too.
come and visit, they stay at my home and every day it feels like we eat tacos
Not
I
every
could go.
day.
to the point where I get
Probably.
tired of looking at tacos.
Ah,
No.
so mean. I love tacos, okay? It just is what it is.
My favorite is the
You can't
burrito
see it
tacos.
That your,
because my background's up.
What
She
is
can't
that?
see it.
your business
Taco?
card?
It's a business
Oh,
card.
I thought I asked, is that a taco?
No.
Is
Oh
that
my
a
God,
taco?
no. You can't see it. Like it's the background.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah,
burning it. I see my butt though.
Yeah.
That's me.
See, it's right next to me. It
that's
That's me. That's
was
awesome.
so
in
cute.
it was in my yeah, I keep all my business cards I get at events and something like this, like
Hmm.
right beside me. So I keep it and it was right there.
Not gonna lie, from far away, it kind of looks like a
Your
Yu-Gi-Oh
pocket
card.
princess.
Yes, that's my slogan. Your pocket princess.
Pocket princess.
My favorite thing is princesses. If you can't tell with my Cinderella and Disney, I love princesses.
I get that. I love that.
So
And
so where can everybody find you, get your content, pay for everything you get from her? Where can everybody get you,
I can be
reach
found
you?
at MaiseyMonroe.com. So it's MaiseyMonroe.com. All of my socials are on there: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and all of my other things like OnlyFans, Sex Panther, and this new one I'm on called Room 11. It's like a sexy Instagram. It's super cool.
I've never
Super
heard
cool.
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the three I'm mostly on right now: OnlyFans, Sex Panther, Room 11. Definitely want to get into Chatterbait and streaming, but I do live stream on OnlyFans, so if that's something that people are interested in seeing, I go live every Thursday, sometimes like Saturday or Friday too, but yeah.
Like y'all hear that? She go live this Thursday. I want
I
y'all to
do.
go in there. I want y'all to go in there and just say, you know what? This is and then just give her enough money to buy a tiara.
Yes, I need a tiara for my next event, actually.
Oh my God,
See?
that'd be awesome.
Well, put that on your throne. You'll get a tiara. I'm guaranteeing it. 'Cause people will,
I I will. A tiara on the throne. That's funny.
yeah, exactly. It's fitting. Sarah, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on iamsarahLace.com. All of my links and my social medias will be on there.
My name is Rawstar, Rawstarr on the Twitter or X, the Blue Sky, the Instagram, and we are the Burbank Memphis on Instagram, Burbank Memphis on Facebook and the Twitter and Blue Sky. And our website says everything we do. And hopefully by the time y'all hear this, the website has been updated because I'm updating it right now. So hopefully it's look different from where it looks like right now. So there's that. And we will see. Like, yeah, mate, like Eminem, you are great,
Eminem.
fantastic. Yeah,
Thank
Eminem.
you.
Yeah,
I love
great
that
fit.
Eminem fun size.
Yeah, I love it too.
You're fun, fantastic, and I wish you the greatest success in all that you do.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you, Sarah. Nice to see you again, Rossar. Thank you for having me on.
We will see you
I
all.
hope to see you at Urban X.
Yes, if you do see me anywhere, come say hi. Of course, I will also say hi to you if I see you, but
I
I'm kind of all over, so.
All right, peace out, everybody. See y'all next
definitely.
week.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.